Hey everyone, it's me Elna from elnacain.com. Let me know if you're here. It's been a while since I've done a video in my page right now, so hopefully you're here. It's pretty late. My twins went to bed and I did a nice video for my course students, and now I'm here. I thought I can talk to you about. I thought we can talk about the number one thing you need as a freelance writer. So, every time I come on, my nose itches. I don't know why that happens. All right, so let me just check I'm live in the right place. Let me know how you guys are doing. How's everyone's summer so far? My summer is doing pretty well. We're getting a new fridge tomorrow, so that's a little bit nerve-wracking, with the whole COVID and being socially distancing and all that. So we're trying to find a way to ensure that everyone is safe during that whole process of the people coming to our house to take our old fridge away and putting the new fridge in. So that's going to be fun times tomorrow. But other than that, it's been great. The twins have been loving outdoor play and bike riding and scootering and all the fun stuff that we've been doing as a family. So, all right, I think I'm live on the right page. Come say hi if you're here. Ask any questions if you have about freelance writing. But I just wanted to pop in and say that and talk about the most important thing you need to freelance write. Even though I tell you you do need a writer website, it's not the most important thing you need. And even though you should understand marketing principles to gain clients, it is not the most important thing that you need to freelance write. You don't even need to be the best writer to freelance write. I mean, so what am I talking about? What is the most important thing you need? Personally, what I believe and what has helped me and thousands of my course students is your niche. That's the most important thing. And it's not just for writers, but it's for bloggers too. Bloggers need a niche. There are lots of lifestyle bloggers. There are lots of generalist writers out there, and they can make money. It is possible to make money as a generalist writer. It is possible to make money with a lifestyle blog, but it's so much easier to make money, and you can make much more money when you have a niche. Oh, my nose is bugging me right now. I'm sorry, you guys. Oh my gosh. I feel like I'm going to sneeze, and I don't want to sneeze right now because I'm live. So bear with me. Oh, my hair is doing something funny. So yeah, that's important. And so I get a ton of emails from you guys saying, Elna, I'm struggling here. I don't know what my niche should be. Can I write about poetry? Can I write about writing? Can I write about my life with depression? Can I write about my hardships being a single mom? I get emails all the time of, can I write about my personal story with X? Can I do that as a freelance writer? Can I write about my passion for political stuff? I don't know. It's very varied, a lot of the stuff that I get. And I always go back to the fundamentals of a niche for making money, for blogging, for freelance writing. And that is, you need to pick a topic, an industry, a specialization that is valid, meaning that there are other establishments, other bloggers, other writers, other businesses that are in that industry and that have a marketing team behind them. And they have a marketing team behind them when that business, that topic, that industry has a lot of products and a lot of services. Like services or products, then that's a viable niche. Okay, so when I think of something like poetry, I have to dig really deep. Okay, yes, I know that there are magazines out there, so you can get paid as a magazine writer, right? That's not what I teach. That's not what I do. So I don't know that world, but I'm assuming that there might be magazines out there to submit your poetry. I don't know if you get paid for that. But then I have to think of the business behind poetry. What is the business behind it? And I have to sit there and think, well, maybe pens. Maybe there are certain pens for poetry, journals. So I'm sort of leaning towards the products and services that is needed for people who write poetry. If your clients are those people that want to write poetry, you need to think of the products that those people use and then pitch to those companies, right? But they may not be solely in the poetry business, right? A journal business is in for people of all types to get their journals. And so their marketing slant is not just poets. It's like everyone, or millennials, or the working mom, or college students, right? So you're not going to be writing about poetry on their site. You're going to be writing to sell their journals. So do you see what I'm getting at with your niche? It's you can pick something like that, but you have to dive deep into the business behind it and then go where the products and services are. Then you know that is a viable niche. Do you understand? So something like pets for a pet writer. Then you think about like people that are like have pet toys and have pet products and have pet food. I mean, there's tons of products and tons of services. Same thing with babies, parenting, business, IT, health, beauty. I mean, all of these things are big industries. And within those industries, you can niche down and find your true writing niche. And so that's the most important, because once you have that writing niche, well, then you can find your ideal client. You can find those companies to pitch to. You can go to job boards and filter only to look at your writing niche and seeing what jobs are out there, right? You could only follow companies in that niche to develop a relationship with, right? So that's why it's so important to niche down and have a good writing niche. Hey, everyone, if you guys are here, just pop in your questions. If you have specific questions about your writing niche or writing niche in general, just pop them in. I'm here for a few minutes. I know it's been such a long time since I've been live, and I just want to say hi and thank you so much for, liking my page and, commenting on whatever my things that I have a lot of polls and a lot of questions because I just want to motivate everyone. And this is like a really good opportunity to like get down there with freelance writing, land some clients and all that. So if you're here, I'm just talking about your niche. I'm talking about like, that's like the most important thing is you really need to understand your niche. Now, then the question comes, well, can I still be a freelance writer if I don't have a niche, if I don't know what my niche is? Well, yes, you can. I mean, I picked 3 niches. I didn't know what my niche was, right? When I first started, I thought, well, okay, I like the parenting, natural health, education kind of stuff. So I'm going to market myself as that and try to find clients in those topics. I found a health client early on, a couple of health clients early on, and then I lucked into digital marketing, so marketing stuff. So I guess sort of like the educational aspect of it with marketing. And then that is what I've been doing ever since. So I didn't find any parenting stuff until years later, actually. But that's what I did. And so you can do the same. Pick a couple of things, pick a couple industries that you're interested in. Within those industries, pick a certain specialization or topic for your niche. And then over time, you will see, like I really like the health app industry. I really connect with all the creators of health apps, and I've been writing lots of email sequences for them, and it's the most lucrative out of all the other niches that I'm doing. So I'm only going to work with app people in the health industry or something like that. Like you can sort of be that specific. Oh, hey, JC, glad you're here. Oh, thanks for your question. Let's just pop it in and let's see what you say. If your niche fails, how would you suggest converting to another high-paying niche? That's a really good question, JC. as I was saying, I was in the parenting niche and I wasn't getting anything. I sent a lot of pitches to, especially for special education. So I spent a lot of pitches to special education and a lot of pitches to the parenting side of thing. And I didn't get any hits, right? But I had other niches to work with, and that led me down digital marketing. So with you, JC, if you're all gung ho for like, and if your website is optimized for like this one niche topic, it's okay that you just switch on your website. So if you say you're like a health fitness copywriter and like you're not getting any fitness clients, maybe because of COVID or there's something, and you want to niche to like mental health or wellness, then you can just tweak your copy that way. If you want to do something completely different, like, you know what, I want to dive into gardening or pets or something completely off, not related to your niche, that's fine too. I would remove what you say on your headline copy on your website. So I wouldn't say the type of writer you are, that you're just a freelance writer. And then in your copy, you can leave what you have and then add some things. And then over time, you can replace that copy with the new copy. So, you know, out with health and in with pets kind of thing. But I wouldn't worry too much about like being afraid to change. You only have to change your pitch and your angle when you send your pitches and to the companies you're sending them to. That's it. And then as long as your website copy reflects that, you can pepper in your new topic. That's fine. I promoted myself as a freelance writer for hire on my webpage when I had 3 niches. And it was only through my services page that they learned that I could write about these different topics. So you can do that. And that was fine for me. Hopefully that helped, JC. Let me know if you have any other specific questions regarding that. But I mean, that's what I would do. I wouldn't spend much time if a niche didn't work. It's the same with blogging. You know, I blogged on organization for a long time on one of my sites, and I thought it would do well. Pinterest loves visual. Organization is very visual, but I wasn't getting any traffic to my topics with organization. So I stopped writing about that and wrote about other topics like food. That did well. Like postpartum, that did well. And I stuck with that. So I think if you have at least a couple of topics and niches that you can go with, you can do that. Or you can, and I was just thinking, another thing you can do instead is maybe flip your services. So if you are trying to attract like clients for blog writing in that niche, why don't you do like landing page copy in that niche, or website copy in that niche, or email sequences for that niche. Like you can try different services in that niche first if you don't want to make a drastic change, and then go into a new niche. Hey, JC. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, well, thanks. I'm glad I'm helpful. Another question for you. How do you learn about technical things with freelance writing? So such as editing and photo software and adding links, photos into an article. Struggle so bad. All right. So, you know, when I first started freelance writing, I wasn't very techie at all. I didn't know what a gravatar was. I didn't know anything about image optimization, nothing like that. I had to learn on the job. So like your clients, yeah, they may want you to add images. And so what I do with my, I write my pieces for clients in Microsoft Word or in Google Docs. So in Google Docs, I'm pretty sure you can just add an image in. Right? Let me see. So if you're going to write your client piece in Google Docs, you can share it with your client, which is nice. They can edit it on the spot and you can update it. So it's kind of a nice little platform for your client pieces. So here's my Google Doc right here. So let's just up the font so you guys can see it. Sorry, everything is very slow here. Um, 14. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. No. Yes. right, so you wanted to know about linking. What do you learn about technical things such as editing photos and adding links and photos into articles? Okay, so let's say that this article is about, you know, for 15 Pinterest hacks for new bloggers or something. This is a digital marketing client. So this is a digital marketing content piece. Okay, so that's my niche. So that's what I'm doing. So this is something that I would give to a client, 15 Pinterest hacks for new bloggers. So this is a post for new bloggers, and it's a post with hacks to help. So, okay, so my headline, 15 Pinterest hacks for new bloggers. Okay, 15 Pinterest hacks for new bloggers. In, and then we can put the year. And then we're going to talk about Pinterest. So with a post, you want to give facts and stats to clients. So stats about Pinterest. So what do? Well, then you're going to go and find some stats. I don't know, Pinterest stats for 2020. I would just go quickly and search. Google is your trusty place. Here are some stats right here. So I would just go to Sprout Social. Sprout Social is highly credible. It is on the first page. I mean, Google trusts them, so you know that you can use this as a credible source. And then here is where I would look and see which one I want to use. They've linked to Business Pinterest Audience here. They've linked to Social Media Today. Okay, so Social Media Today is the actual statistic. So I'm going to click on that and use that as my statistic. So I'm going to use that link. So if you can see, here is I'm going to click on it. I'm going to copy it, right? Copy it. And then in my post, I'm going to talk about Pinterest now up 32 million MAU, monthly active users. Okay. There are, okay, so I'm going to say something like, I wouldn't do this in bold, of course. There are 332 million active users on Pinterest. And I would find something on X are women, or I would give a percentage of like the gender. But like this 32 million, I would highlight here, and then I would right click. No, I wouldn't right click. Actually, I would normally just do it like this. I would use my keyboard there and add a link. Okay, so I pressed Command K to get that link, and then I'm going to paste what I have and apply. Okay, so that's how I did it. You can also use the tab here to insert links. So if I'm going to put X are women, I'm going to put this, I can just click on here and it'll draw up that same thing. And so like, let's pretend I have a new thing right there. All right, so that's how I would link my content for my clients. You could do that for your blog post as well. If you're a blogger kind of thing. So that's how you link. And then adding a photo, you want to find photos that are free to use. So something like Kaboom Pics is a free source of photos. And so if you want to use them for your clients, you can. So I would go here. And so, I don't know, I'm going to search like an iPhone, because we're talking about Pinterest. And so I would use something like maybe this photo here, right? So I'm going to click on it. I'm going to download it, right? And then I'm going to just drag it into my piece here. Now with clients, I usually don't add the images in my content piece because I want to optimize my images. Where am I? Here it is, Kaboom. right? So I wouldn't necessarily do this, but you can. I mean, I personally would like it if I got a piece from a writer that I hired and they had images. I would just like them separated. So I would like just like a little zip file in, or I would just rather have the actual like link so that I can grab it myself. Do you understand what I mean? So I would just give them like this link. I could give that to a client. Or ask them ahead, like I can give you the links, or you want me to download them for you and optimize them and put them in the post, right? Because with adding images, that's a little bit different. The client sort of needs to tell you their image sizes and things like that, and you can get that ahead of time. That's not an issue. And if they trust you enough, it's just another task that they don't have to do. So that's good for you, right? The client will remember, oh, you're the writer who does everything for me. I'm going to give you more work because you not only do you write the post, you upload it to my WordPress file, you interlink all my content, you add the images, you create the slug, the meta description. Wow, I'm going to keep asking her to write more content for me, kind of thing, right? So that's how I wow my clients. Hopefully that helped you, JC. All right, so that was sort of off on a tangent of my thing was about like finding like your niche kind of thing. So pick a couple niches and see where it takes you. And then once you figure that out, like go in that vein and niche out your clients, niche out the companies, and only go with that so that you can start making more money. And another benefit of niching down is once you have a client or two in that niche, I can pretty much guarantee you that those clients will know other clients in their niche and refer you to them, because that's exactly what happened to me in the digital marketing niche. I was referred from one client to the next and the next and the next. Perfect. I don't have to hustle. I don't have to market. They all come to me, right? So that's a big benefit for having a niche. Hey, JC. Elna, thank you so much for the tips on this. Okay, so neat to actually watch how it's done. Well, I'm glad that helped. Yeah, that's sort of how I would do it. All right, I think that's that. I don't know if there's any more things I can tell you about like the freelance writing niche and that like the most important thing. All I can say is that, find a couple of topics that you like and see where it takes you. See if you can find the products and services around that. See if it's a viable niche. Try to land some clients with that, and then start narrowing down your niche and honing down. All right. So have a good night, everyone. Thanks for joining me.